Good morning, student. Today we are taking a important topic. This is coordination compound. So first of all, we are taking the IUPAC nomenclature of the coordination compound. So first of all, this name is given PTCl NS2 CS3 NS3 2Cl. So we are to name this compound. So how we can name this compound, we are study in this class. Okay, so first of all, we should know the name of these ligands. This is chloro, this is methylamine, this is NH3 amine. So amine would be alphabetically first we are to write, then chloro or chlorido we can write, then methylamine. So first of all we are write diamine chlorido, then methylamine, then we are to write the name of the metal platinum, and it has valency 2, negative and negative. So we can say it will have oxidation state 2. So the name would be diamine chlorido methylamine platinum second. Okay, next we are taking this name. So first we are to write the name of the ligand, and ligand should be arranged alphabetically. So first of all we are to write amine. So tetraamine dichlorido and platinum, and the oxidation state of the platinum in this complex would be 4. So platinum then 4. So this would be the IUPAC nomenclature. Next we are taking, whenever both cation and anion both are in complex, then how to write the name. So in this case we are to find out the oxidation state of chromium and cobalt in this complex, or so we can easily find out by taking it consider as x and x. So we can consider as x, so then 2x plus 6 into 0 plus 6 into minus 1, that means 0. So we get the value of x equal to plus 3. That means chromium would be plus 3 oxidation state and cobalt also would be the plus 3 oxidation state. So in this case how we can write? First of all we are to write the cationic complex. So it would be hexa, because 6 amines are there, 6 ammonia molecules are there. So hexa amine, then chromium, hexaamine chromium, and then hexa cyanocobaltate, and it would be in the plus 3 oxidation state, and chromium it is also in plus 3 oxidation state. So name would be hexaamine chromium third, hexacyanocobaltate third. Why we are using cobaltate? Because cobalt is in negative complex. So whenever metal is present in the negative complex, then we are to name the compound as 8, Latin name of the metal, then 8. So cobalt plus 8 cobaltate, like this. Okay, so next we are taking this compound. So here NH3 molecules are there, NO molecule are there, and Cl molecules are there. So triamine, then NO is called nitrosyl and Cl is a chloro. So chloro would be preferred alphabetically. So triamine dichlorido nitrosyl, then platinum, and oxidation state of platinum in this complex would be 4. So it would be 4, then bromide. So this would be the IUPAC name. Okay, so next complex we are taking COCN2NH3 4Cl. So how we can write the name? Okay, so alphabetically amine would be preferred first, then cyno, so it would be tetra amine, then di cyno and cobalt, and the oxidation state of cobalt in this complex would be third. So cobalt third and then chloride. So this would be the name. Okay, next, this is very important complex, chromium NH3 NCS, then ZnCl4. So in this complex we are to find out the oxidation state of chromium and Zn also. So first we are to consider Cr and Zn as a x, so it would be 2x plus 5 into 0 plus minus 1, then plus 4 into minus 1 equal to 0. So we get 2x equal to 4 into 1 5 plus 5. So in this case x would be around 2.5, and 2.5 oxidation state is not possible, and we know that the oxidation state of zinc, it is only +2. So what is the remaining oxidation state? 5 minus 2, that means third. So oxidation state third would be for the chromium. So we can write down the name as penta amine, then thiocyaneto N, then chromium, and it would be third, then tetra chlorido zincate second. So this is very important complex, and generally we are making wrong in the CBSE exam. Okay, so next we are taking CuClNO2 NH3 so it would be tetra amine, then chlorido, then nitrito N, then cobalt, and oxidation state of cobalt in this complex would be 3, then it would be third, then chloride. So easily we can write the IUPAC name, and we can get easily 2 or 4 marks in the CBSE exam, because generally 2 or 4 marks question generally ask from IUPAC name nomenclature of the complex compound. So next compound we are taking CuNH3 4H2OCl. So how we can write the name? First of all we are to take amine, then aqua, then Cl. So it would be tetraamine, aqua, chlorido, cobalt, and oxidation state of cobalt in this complex would be third. So third, then chloride. So easily we can write down the name. Okay, next complex we are taking CrCl2En2Cl. So how we can write the name? So it would be, it is chlorido and it is ethane 1,2-diamine. Okay, so ethane 1,2-diamine, it is after C. So first of all we are to write chlorido, so it would be dichlorido, then bis ethane 1,2 diamine, bis ethane 1,2 diamine chromium, then third oxidation state of chromium, and then chloride. So this would be the IUPAC name. Next complex we are taking K4MnCN6. So what would be the name? So cyano is the ligand, so we are to take hexa cyano, okay, we are to take K4MnCN6. So first of all we are to take the name of the potassium. So potassium, then hexa cyano, then Mn, because Mn is present in the negative part, so we are to write the name of the Mn as magnetate. So magnate, and the oxidation state of Mn, it is second. So potassium hexacyano magnate, that would be the IUPAC name. So this is the this is for the IUPAC nomenclature. Questions: describe the hybridization shape and magnetic behavior of the following complexes. So we are to find out the hybridization state, and on the basis of hybridization state we can determine the shape of the molecule and magnetic behavior of the molecule, whether it is paramagnetic or diamagnetic. Okay, so first of all we are taking this complex NiCN4. So in NiCN4 complex, we know that nickel would be the central metal. So the electronic configuration of nickel would be argon 3d8 4s2, or we can say in this complex nickel is in +2 oxidation state. So Ni +2, in the oxidation state Ni +2, the electronic configuration would be 3d8 4s0. So we can write argon, then d orbital 1 2 3 4, then the s orbital, then it is p orbital. Okay, so 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 electrons we have filled, and we know that Cn is the strong filled ligand. Therefore it would pair up the electron, and Cn is a strong filled ligand. Therefore it will pair up the electron, and we get the electronic configuration like this. Okay, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, and s and p orbital would be vacant. And we know that Cn have 4 coordination number, and I have 4 coordination number, and it will form 4 bond. Therefore we need 4 vacant orbital in which Cn will give the pair of electron. So therefore this orbital will participate in hybridization, 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 and hybridization would be dsp2. And in dsp2 hybridization state we get the geometric or shape of the molecule square planar like this. Okay, so nickel would be at the center, and Cn and Cn, it would be the shape of the molecule for the complex. So like this we can find out the hybridization state and shape of the molecules. And next question, it is magnetic behavior. So what is magnetic behavior? In this case all the electrons are paired. Magnetic behavior, all the electrons are paired, therefore it would be diamagnetic. It would be diamagnetic because electrons are paired. Okay, and next how we calculate the diamagnetic formula is there. mu equal to n plus 2 under root. This would be the formula for calculating magnetic moment, but in this case n would be 0, so mu would be 0. So this is the hybridization state, magnetic behavior and shape of the NiCN4 2 negative molecule. Next molecule we are taking CrH2O2C2O42. So how we can calculate the shape, hybridization and magnetic behavior? Okay, so in this molecule CrH2O2C2O42 and negative, so in this case chromium would be the central metal atom, and electronic configuration of chromium we know 3d5 4s1. Okay, and chromium is in 3 oxidation state, therefore in plus 3 oxidation state electronic configuration would be 3d 3d4 3d3, okay, and 4s0, because 3 electrons we are to remove from the chromium atom. Okay, so we can write like this: 1 2 3 electrons are there in D subcell, and in S subcell there would be no electron, and P subcell there would be no electron, and we know that the chromium forms 6 bond, 2 for H2O and 4 for C2O4, so total it would form 6 bond. Therefore we need 6 vacant orbital in which these ligands will provide the pair of electron. So in this case we like this, okay, D2sp3. so hybridization would be D2sp3 hybridization is there. Okay, and for this hybridization the geometry of the molecules would be octahedral like this. So octahedral geometry would be there, and there are 2 oxylato. So 2 oxylato would be represent like this, and 2 water molecule would be arranged in this manner. So in this case this would be the geometry of this molecule. Okay, and the magnetic moment, because electrons are unpaired, these 3 electrons are unpaired, so due to presence of unpaired electron, this complex would be paramagnetic. This complex would be paramagnetic. Okay, and magnetic moment value can be calculated mu equal to n plus 2 under root. So the value of n would be 3, so we can calculate 3 plus 2 under root, that means 15 under root. That means we can say it would be around 3.9 bm Bohr magneton. Okay, so the value of magnetic moment can be calculated like this. And in this complex, because inner d subcell are participating in hybridization, so these complex are called inner orbital complex. Inner orbital complex. Why these are called inner orbital complex? Because inner d subcell or n-1 d subcell participate in the hybridization, therefore this is called inner orbital complex. For this complex we can draw the geometrical isomer of this molecule also. So geometrical isomer of the complex can be drawn as Cr like this and cis, that means same molecule should be at the same side. So OH2 and OH2 water molecules are present at the same side, therefore this configuration or this geometrical isomer is called cis isomer of this complex. Okay, and trans isomer, how we can prepare the trans? So in the trans form, what happen? OX and OX, they are oppositely arranged, and OH2 and OH2, they are also oppositely arranged, and in this case this would be the trans form of this complex. So like this we can easily draw the structure of the molecule, shape of the molecule, geometrical isomer of the complex can easily be given. Next molecules, we are taking CONH32En2. So same procedure we are to follow for this molecule. Central atom, it is cobalt, so cobalt is there, and atomic electronic configuration of cobalt, it is okay. So we are taking the next complex CONH32En2 3+. So how we can determine the shape, hybridization and magnetic behavior of this molecule? So in this complex, CO is the central atom. So electronic configuration of central atom would be argon 3d7 4s2. So argon, cobalt is in plus 3 oxidation state in this complex. Easily we can calculate the oxidation state. So in this case it would be 3d6 4s0, because 3 electrons we are to remove from the cobalt atom. So in this case we can write argon, then D subcell 1 2 3 4 5, then S subcell, then P subcell. So in this case 1 2 3 4 5 and 6 electrons are there. Okay. And we know that NH3 is a strong field ligand with cobalt. NH3 is a strong field ligand, therefore it will pair up the electron. Okay, so electrons would be paired up, and we get 1 2 3 4 5 6 s orbital and p orbital, 3 p orbital vacant, and we know that total 6 coordination cobalt oxidation state of cobalt is +3, but coordination number of cobalt in this complex would be 6, and we need 6 vacant orbital, and in these 6 orbital ligand will provide the pair of the electron. Like this, electrons would be provided by the ligand in these vacant orbital. This is suppose NH3, then En, okay, then En. So 2 paired electrons will provided by the En, and we get the hybridization D2sp3, and for D2sp3 hybridization we can draw the geometry of the molecules like this. This is En, this is En, and this is NH3, and this is NH3, like this. Okay, and this is cobalt. So in this case we can say it is the cis form of this complex, because NH3 both ligands are at the same side. If we want to prepare or to draw the structure of trans form, then we can easily prepare the trans form En and NH3 and NH3. This would be the trans form of this complex. So this is trans and this is cis form. So 2 geometrical isomer can be possible for this complex. And when we are talking about the magnetic behavior, so magnetic behavior, so these molecules would be diamagnetic. Why this is diamagnetic? Because electrons are paired. So this is all about the complex. Okay, so next complex we are taking FeCN6 4 negative, and we are describing the hybridization. So FeCN6 4 negative. So in this case FeCN6, this is FeCN6, okay, central atom is Fe. So electronic configuration of Fe in this molecule, it would be argon 3d, and electronic configuration of Fe, it is 3d6 4s2. Okay, and in this complex iron is in +2 oxidation state, so we are to remove 2 electrons, so it would be 3d6. Okay, and we can write argon and d subcell like this: 1 2 3 4 5 and 6. S orbital would be vacant and p orbital would be vacant. Okay, then we know that Cn is a strong field ligand. Cn is strong field ligand, therefore it would paired up the electron. So we get the electronic configuration like this: D, S and P subcell. Okay, so 1 2 3 4 5 6 like this, and in these 6 vacant orbital Cn will provide the pair of electron and form the bond with the metal or metal ion, and hybridization would be D2sp3. and for D2sp3 arrangement we know that it would be, this molecule would be octahedral, Fe and Cn, 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 Cn and Cn, and 4 negative charge would be at this place. So it would be octahedral molecules, and whenever we are taking magnetic behavior, because electrons are paired, all the electrons are paired, so this molecule would be diamagnetic. Okay. Next molecules we are taking CrNH3,4Cl2, and we are to get the hybridization state of this complex. Okay, so CrNH3,4Cl2 plus. Okay, so in this complex chromium would be the central metal atom. So electronic configuration of chromium, it would be 3d5 4s2, and we know that in chromium it is in +3 oxidation state, so Cr +3 would be argon and 3d4 4s0. so in orbital diagram we can say 1 2 3 4 5, then s orbital, then p orbital. Okay, so 4 electrons would be filled like this: s orbital would be vacant and p orbital would be vacant. Okay, so in this case field ligand 4 chromium, so s orbital, p orbital and outer d subcell 1 2 3 4 5, outer d subcell will take part in hybridization, and in this case hybridization would be sp3d2 nh3 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 then Cl, then Cl. So we get sp3d2 hybridization, and for sp3d2 hybridization the geometry of the molecules would be octahedral. So Cr here and nh3 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 then Cl, then Cl. This would be the geometry of the molecules. Okay, so this is the trans form of these molecules. We can draw cis form also. So how we can draw cis form for this molecule? So Cl and Cl and nh3 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 like this. Okay, so this would be the cis form of these molecules, and these are the geometrical isomer. Next we are taking magnetic behavior, because electrons are unpaired. So in this complex, so we can say this is a paramagnetic molecule. It would be paramagnetic molecules, and magnetic moment can be calculated mu equal to n plus 2 under root, and the value of n would be 4. So it would be 4 plus 2, that means it would be around 24 under root, and we can say around 5, that means 4.9 bm. So we can calculate magnetic moment easily from this complex. Next complex we are taking PtNH32Cl-NO2. So in this complex, platinum would be the central metal atom. So electronic configuration of platinum, it is xenon 5d6s2 and 5d8. Okay, 5d8 6s2. So in this complex, platinum is in +2 oxidation state. So in +2 oxidation state, it would be 5d8 6s0. So we can write here in this case 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 electrons and S, and this is p subcell. Okay, so we know that NH3 is a strong field ligand with platinum. So electron, it would pair up the electron and NH3 is a strong field ligand. So it will pair up the electron and we get 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 and S and D subcell. Okay, P subcell. Okay, and these 4 ligand would provide the pair of the electron in vacant orbital NH3 Cl then NO2. So in this case the hybridization would be dsp2, and for dsp2 hybridization we can draw the geometry of the molecule or shape of the molecule like this: NH3 then Cl then NO2. Okay, okay, next molecules we are taking NiCO4, very important molecule NiCO4. In this complex we know that Ni would be the central metal atom. So Ni can be, electronic configuration of Ni can be given as argon, okay, then 3d8 4s2. Okay, so this would be the electronic configuration, and we know that in this complex nickel is 0 oxidation state. The oxidation state of nickel is 0. So electronic configuration would be same: argon, then D, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 and S orbital and then P orbital. Okay, so we know that CO is a strong field ligand. CO is strong field ligand, therefore it will pair up the electron. Okay, so electron would be paired up and we get 1 2 3 4 5 and then S then P. So these orbitals will shift in the D subcell and we get the electronic configuration like this, and we get sp3 hybridization. 4CO carbon monoxide ligand will provide the pair of electron and we get sp3 hybridization, and for sp3 hybridization molecules can be drawn Ni tetrahedrally. Okay, it would be tetrahedral. So this would be the structure or shape of the molecule, it would be tetrahedral, and magnetic behavior, it would be diamagnetic, because all the electrons are paired up, therefore no electron is unpaired in this complex, therefore it would be diamagnetic. Okay, next complex we are taking CONH34Cl2Cl. Okay, so in this complex cobalt would be the central metal atom. So cobalt, electronic configurations of cobalt, it would be argon 3d7 4s2, and in this complex cobalt it is in +3 oxidation state. So therefore in +3 oxidation state we get 3d6 4s0, and easily we can say argon, then D subcell 1 2 3 4 5, then S, then P. Okay, so in this case we can see that electrons can be easily filled 1 2 3 4 5 and 6, but NH3 is a strong filled ligand with cobalt. Therefore electron would be paired up. NH3 is strong filled ligand, so electron would be paired up and it would be argon, then 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, and s orbital, then p subcell. Okay, so in this case NH3 would provide the paired of electron in vacant orbital, then NH3, then NH3 and 2 Cl are there, so they will also provide the paired of electron, and we get hybridization D2sp3. And for D2sp3 we have again octahedral geometry, so we get octahedral geometry of this molecule, and 4 NH3 ligand would be attached like this, Cl and Cl, okay, Cu. So this would be the cis form of this complex, and transform can be also draw like this. Transform Cl and Cl would be opposite, and NH3 and NH3 would be attached. So this would be transform and this would be cis form. And magnetically we can see these are the electrons are paired, therefore this molecules would be diamagnetic, and these molecules would have two types of geometrical isomer. These are called cis and trans. Last molecules we are taking for this question, CuNH3 2En2 3+. So we are taking, we can see in this complex central metal would be cobalt. So electronic configurations of cobalt would be argon 3d8 4s2, and in this complex cobalt is in +3 oxidation state, so argon 3d7 4s0. Okay, so okay, next complex we are taking CuNH3 2En2 3+. This is our last complex. Okay, so cobalt would be the central metal atom in this complex, and cobalt electronic configurations of cobalt would be 3d7 4s2, and cobalt is in +3 oxidation state, so we get argon 3d6 4s0. Okay, so argon, and we can fill the electron 1 2 3 4 5 and 6, and s orbital would be empty and p orbital would be empty. But we know that NH3 is a strong filled ligand. NH3 is a strong filled ligand, therefore electron would be paired up. So like this electron would be paired up 1 2 3 4 5 6, and we get 6 vacant orbital, and in these orbital NH3 and En would provide the pair of electron. So En, and in this both En and En, so these electron would be provided by En, and we get D2sp3 hybridization. So for D2sp3 hybridization again we have octahedral geometry like this, cobalt, and this is En, and NH3 and NH3. This is cis form of this complex, and transform can be drawn as, this is transform NH3 NH3 En, this is cobalt, like this. This is transform, and we can see electrons are paired up, therefore the magnetic behavior would be diamagnetic, and this complex is called inner orbital complex. Inner orbital complex. Why? Because n-1 d subcell participate in hybridization, inner d orbital participate in hybridization, therefore it is inner orbital complex. So that's all for the coordination compound. Thank you very much for watching my video.